Hi, welcome back to Vintage Garage. Today I'm just in the middle of doing some overhaul work on the 996 Porsche, and what I'm going to do is show you how to overhaul one of these deflector or idler pulley bearings. They come in different types. The earlier cars are steel, the later ones are plastic. If it's plastic you can't put new bearings in them, but if they're metal you can put new bearings in them, and this is a new bearing I've got. Now this new bearing is £10. The pulleys, looking online at the moment, vary. You can see that their original Porsche one is 115. There's 3 of them on the car, so that's £345. Or you can buy an aftermarket kit here with 3 pulleys, you can see, and the drive belt for £230. Now I put a drive belt for £17, 3 bearings at £10 each, so that's £47 versus £230. So it's a good saving and it's really easy to do. Now what I should say first of all is, why am I replacing this? Well, 2 reasons for me. First one is it seems a bit gritty. People say different things on the internet about if it spins and carries on spinning it's probably knackered. If it spins and stops straight away it's good. Probably means if it spins and carries on but it's smooth it's okay. You can actually pop the seals off and re-grease them. But for £10 you might as well fit a new bearing. But for me this one just seems a bit gritty. So I'm going to replace it. So it's easy to do, just need a couple of sockets and a vise. So all I'm simply doing is putting a smaller socket at the back there, larger socket at the front, put them in the vise, drive it out. Went with a bit of a bang then. Right, so just push it all the way through, like that. There. The bearing is out. I got this bearing from, what's it called, Bearing Options. bearingoptions.co.uk. They were only £10 each, including the shipping. And this is silent compared to this. Now I'm going to use the old bearing just to push the new one in, and I'll show you what I mean. Basically you've got to get it squared up nice. What we can do is just use something at the front here just to push it in. If you've got some soft jaws on your vise you could do that, but I haven't got that ability, so I'm just going to use this just to press it in to start off with. Try and get it square in, so just as we push it in you want it to be square. It will manage to pull itself in square, and we'll just drive this in like this. So we got that the first part way in. We just need now to push it all the way down. Now what I'm going to do here, ideally if you had a socket exactly the same size as that, that would do, but I'm going to use the old bearing to push that in, because what you don't want to do is to just go off centre and go into this area here. Now one of the things I'm just going to show you, you can actually with a pry tool just take this cover off just to have a quick look inside and see if it's been greased, and you can see there it's got some nice grease in there. It's fully packed with grease. Right, so we're happy that it's been packed from new with the grease, so we just put the dust cover back on. I'll just clip back in. Now, as I say, if you get a socket perfectly sized for there it will go, but I've not, so I'm just going to use the bearing. But what I need to do is just grind this down, or else as I push that in it's going to grip on this bearing and I won't be able to get this one out. So I've just ground this down, this outer edge, so it won't grip when I line it up with this one. So I'm just going to line those up there perfectly, put them in the vise, and then drive this all the way in. it won't have grips on there. There you go. And that's it. It's basically as simple as that. What did that take? 3-4 minutes. I've now got a new bearing in here. This is spinning nice. There's a bit, like I say, there's no noise, listen. And there's a bit of resistance just because of that new grease in it. And that's it, done. Cost me £10, saved myself, what, £105, free bearing, saved myself 300 quid, a couple of minutes work. The bearing is easy to buy. I'll put a link in the description. There we go. Back to the rest of the rebuild. Please watch the rest. Thank you. Bye.